Hey there, my fireball-wielding plumbers! Today we're diving headfirst into the colorful pixels of Super Mario World. And let me tell you, it's going to be a wild ride on Yoshi's back. This isn't just any journey through Dinosaur Land. It's a treasure hunt for the secrets and stories behind one of the most iconic games ever to grace the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end because I've uncovered a gem so hidden it makes the Star World look like it's on Google Maps. So grab your capes and feathers because we're about to fly high into the Super Mario World. In the late 80s, the gaming world was buzzing with anticipation as Nintendo prepared to leap into the next generation with the SNES system. Amid this transition, a small but dedicated team at Nintendo, led by the legendary Shigeru Miyamoto, was tasked with creating a flagship title that would not only showcase the capabilities of the new console, but also redefine the platformer genre. Enter Super Mario World, a game that would soon become the SNES's crown jewel and a cornerstone of gaming history. The development of Super Mario World was both technological and a creative marathon. With the SNES's enhanced hardware, Miyamoto and his team envisioned a game that was brighter, more colorful, and more expansive than anything that had been seen before in the Super Mario series. The inclusion of a new character, Yoshi, the lovable dinosaur, was a game changer, both in terms of gameplay and story. The concept of Yoshi actually dated back to the original Super Mario Bros., but was shelved due to the technical limitations of the NES. With the SNES, Miyamoto finally had the hardware needed to bring his dinosaur companion to life. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. The development team faced numerous challenges, including pressure to complete the game in time for the SNES launch. There was a constant push and pull between the designers and programmers over the game's scope and features, with Miyamoto often mediating and making the final decisions. The introduction of the cape feather, which allowed Mario to glide and control his descent, required careful tuning to balance gameplay. Miyamoto wanted to ensure the game remained accessible to beginners while offering depth and challenge for seasoned gamers. One of the most intriguing controversies surrounding Super Mario World involved its music. Composer Koji Kondo, the genius behind many iconic Mario themes, pushed the NES's audio capabilities to its limits. However, not everyone was a fan of the game's music at first, with some inside Nintendo questioning its fit with the Mario series. Ultimately, Kondo's compositions, including the catchy Overworld theme, became some of the most beloved video game music tracks of all time. Super Mario World was also a testing ground for new graphical techniques. The game's vibrant environments and character animations were a testament to the SNES's Mode 7 graphics capabilities, allowing for pseudo 3D effects and dynamic scaling. This was a novel feature at the time, making Super Mario World not just a game, but a showcase of what the future of gaming could look like. In Super Mario World, we're not just jumping and running through another series of castles to rescue Princess Peach from Bowser's clutches. Oh no, this time we're embarking on a vacation gone wrong in the vibrant, dinosaur-infested Dinosaur Land. At the heart of this adventure is Mario, our ever-brave, mustachioed hero, and for the first time, Yoshi, the adorable dinosaur with a versatile diet that gives him unique abilities depending on what he eats. Think of Yoshi as a Swiss Army knife of companions. He can flutter jump, spit fire, and even turn enemies into coins. The inclusion of Yoshi added a new layer of gameplay and strategy, making exploration and combat more dynamic and engaging. But let's not forget about Luigi, Mario's slightly taller, greener brother, who's always ready to jump into action. While Luigi's role in Super Mario World might seem similar to Mario's at a glance, the two-player mode added a cooperative aspect to the game that encouraged players to take turns navigating the challenges of Dinosaur Land together. The story unfolds as Mario and Luigi set out to rescue Princess Peach from Bowser, who's up to his old tricks again, but this time with a twist. Bowser has taken over Dinosaur Island, capturing Yoshi's friends and locking them in magical eggs. Our heroes must traverse through the variety of landscapes, from lush forests to haunted houses, each packed with secrets, hidden paths, and puzzles. The goal? Defeat Bowser's minions, free Yoshi's friends, and ultimately face Bowser himself in a final showdown to rescue Princess Peach. What sets Super Mario World apart is not just its characters or the story they inhabit, but how these elements are interwoven with the gameplay to create a rich, immersive experience. The game's narrative is simple yet effective, providing just enough context to make each level feel like a part of a larger journey. It's a testament to Nintendo's ability to craft a world that's as compelling to explore as it is fun to play. Now let's talk about the Cape Feather, which is basically the Swiss Army knife of the skies. This nifty item transforms Mario into Cape Mario, allowing players to soar above levels, dive bomb enemies, and gently float down like a feather in the breeze. It's like Nintendo looked at Super Mario Bros. 3's Raccoon Mario and said, you know what this needs? More altitude. Then there's Yoshi, everyone's favorite dinosaur sidekick, who made his debut here. Yoshi isn't just a mode of transport, he's a game changer, literally. Depending on what he ingests, he can spit out fireballs, fly, or cause earthquakes. Yoshi introduced a whole new layer of strategy to the Mario formula, making players think about not just how to get through levels, but how to use their Dino Buddies' abilities to their advantage. And just when you thought this ride couldn't get any more thrilling, remember that Super Mario World introduced the concept of a save system to the Mario series. That's right, gone were the days of marathon gaming sessions to beat the game in one go. Now players could save their progress, making the quest to defeat Bowser a bit less daunting and a lot more accessible. And if you love saving your game, be sure to save that like and subscribe button to never miss a moment of our video game history deep dives. It's just the right thing to do. So, when Super Mario World hit the shelves as the flagship title for the Super Nintendo system in 1990, it wasn't just launching a console, it was setting the gold standard for platformers and video games at large. Let's crunch some numbers, shall we? By the end of its run, Super Mario World had sold over 20 million copies worldwide, making it one of the best-selling games for the SNES and a critical darling that helped cement Nintendo's dominance in the 16-bit console era. But the impact of Super Mario World wasn't confined to impressive sales figures or critical acclaim. No, this game was a cultural phenomenon. It became a defining childhood memory for an entire generation of gamers, with its influence permeating outside the realm of gaming into cartoons, merchandise, and even theme park attractions. The game's colorful world, memorable music, and innovative gameplay mechanics set a new standard for what players expected from video games. The introduction of Yoshi, for instance, wasn't just a hit with the players, it spawned a whole new franchise within the Mario universe, giving the beloved dinosaur his own series of games. Moreover, Super Mario World's design philosophy, combining accessible gameplay with hidden depths, became a blueprint for countless video games that followed. It showed developers and players alike that a game could be both fun for casual playthrough and challenging for those seeking to uncover all of its secrets. The game's release alongside the SNES also demonstrated the power of launch titles in defining a console's success. Super Mario World was not just a game people wanted, it was often the reason people bought the SNES in the first place. Its ability to showcase the SNES's capabilities in terms of graphics, sound, and gameplay depth helped Nintendo secure a significant lead in the console wars of the early 90s. Now let's unearth some treasures hidden within the pixels of Super Mario World, revealing secrets that even the most seasoned gamer may have missed. First up, did you know that Super Mario World is actually a treasure trove of unused content? That's right, lurking within its code are sprites, levels, and even mechanics that never made it to the final cut. For instance, there was supposed to be a flying mushroom power-up, essentially giving Mario the ability to sprout wings and soar through levels. However, this idea was eventually scrapped, and the Cape Feather was introduced instead. It's fascinating to think about how this would have changed the gameplay dynamics. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. Remember those pesky charging chucks? Well, it turns out they had a much more versatile role in the early development stages. These football helmet-clad foes were initially designed with a variety of attacks, including one where they could throw baseballs at Mario. Some of his unused content has been discovered by fans through meticulous exploration of the game's code, offering a glimpse into the creative process behind this masterpiece. Now for the piece de resistance, the most well-guarded secret in Super Mario World, the true identity of the game's final boss. While we all remember the epic showdown with Bowser and his clown car, there's a lesser-known fact that adds a whole new layer to this encounter. Bowser's vehicle, the Koopa Clown Car, was actually inspired by a developer's random doodle during a meeting. This quirky origin story of one of the game's most iconic elements showcases the whimsical creativity that defined Nintendo's approach to game development. And so, dear pixel-pushing pals, we've plumbed the depths of the Super Mario world, from its dino-tastic debut to its secret stuffed nooks and crannies. Remember, in the world of Super Mario, every pipe could lead to a new adventure, every question block holds a mystery, and every like and subscribe click, well, that's just one more leap towards saving the princess of content engagement. Until our next digital deep dive, keep your controllers charged, your mushroom super, and your stars invincible. If you enjoyed this look back into the history of Super Mario World, click this video here to see more from the Retro Reload. And as always, thank you for watching.